Question number 146. Select the option which gives correct answer for the blanks in the statement given below. And the very first statement is, Addison's disease is caused due to deficiency of hormone produced by of adrenal gland. And we know that Addison's disease is caused due to deficiency of both mineralocorticoids and glucocorticoids, which are secreted by zona glomerulosa and zona fasciculata of adrenal gland respectively. So they are produced by cortex of adrenal gland. Stress hormones or emergency hormones like epinephrine and norepinephrine are secreted from the medulla of adrenal gland. On the other hand, mineralocorticoids and glucocorticoids are secreted from the cortex of adrenal gland, and the deficiency of these hormones will lead to Addison's disease. The next statement given is responsible for aggression in males. And which hormone is responsible for this aggression in males? It is testosterone. The next statement is deficiency of leads to production of large volume of dilute urine. And deficiency of which hormone will lead to production of large volume of dilute urine? It is the deficiency of antidiuretic hormone, abbreviated as ADH, also known as vasopressin. It is released from the posterior pituitary. The next statement is can act as hormone as well as neurotransmitter. The hormones which are released from the medulla of adrenal gland can act as hormone as well as neurotransmitter. And the hormone is adrenaline. Now let's discuss the options. The very first option is medulla, insulin, testosterone, melatonin, and this is an incorrect option because Addison disease is caused due to deficiency of hormone produced by cortex of adrenal gland. The next option is cortex, and this is correct, testosterone, ADH and adrenaline, and this is a correct answer to our question. The next option is zona reticularis, and this is incorrect. Sex corticoids are released from zona reticularis and their deficiency will not lead to Addison's disease. Testosterone, yes. Insulin is an incorrect option. Deficiency of insulin leads to diabetes mellitus. And acetylcholine, so this is an incorrect option. The last option is zona glomerulosa, estrogen, ADH and thyroxine, and this is also an incorrect option. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 147. Select the correct set of structures which result from convergent evolution in options given below. And the options are forelimbs of horse and flippers of whale, thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita, heart of frog and flying fish, eye of the octopus and of mammals. And the correct answer to this question is option number 4, eye of the octopus and of mammals, because this set of structures represents analogous structures have different origin but perform similar functions and result from convergent evolution. On the other hand, homologous organs or homologous structures results from divergent evolution. Let's discuss other options also. The very first option is forelimbs of horse and flippers of whale, and this is an incorrect option because these structures are example of homologous structures. The next option is thorns of bougainvillea and tendrils of cucurbita, and this is also an incorrect option because these are homologous structures and show divergent evolution. The next option is heart of frog and flying fish, and this is also an incorrect option because heart of frog and flying fish are homologous structures which show divergent evolution. So the correct answer to this question is option number 4. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 148. Which of the following factors triggers inspiration when we hold our breath for long duration? And the options are high partial pressure of oxygen, high partial pressure of carbon dioxide, low hydrogen ion concentration, and low temperature. And the correct answer to this question is option number 2, high partial pressure of carbon dioxide. Because high partial pressure of carbon dioxide triggers inspiration when we hold our breath for long duration. Why? Because chemoreceptors in our brain are sensitive to high partial pressure of carbon dioxide and high hydrogen ion concentration, and they send signals to rhythm center to regulate the respiratory rate. So low hydrogen ion concentration is an incorrect option because high hydrogen ion concentration can trigger this inspiration event, whereas and high partial pressure of oxygen and low temperature are also incorrect options. So the correct answer to this question is option number 2. Let's proceed to the next question. Question number 149. While seeing distant objects, which of the following would not occur? And the options are relaxation of ciliary muscles, suspensory ligaments are kept under tension, increase in curvature of lens, and flattening of lens. While focusing on distant objects, flattening or thinning of lens occurs by tension in suspensory ligament and relaxation of ciliary muscles, and this will lead to decrease in curvature of lens, increase in radius of curvature, and focal length of lens. So the very first statement, relaxation of ciliary muscles, will occur while seeing distant objects. So this cannot be a correct answer. Suspensory ligaments are kept under tension while seeing distant objects. So this cannot be a correct answer. Increase in curvature of lens is an incorrect option and is a correct answer to our question, because while seeing distant objects, there is decrease in curvature of lens. And the last option is flattening of lens, and as it occurs while seeing distant object, so this cannot be a correct answer to our question. So the correct answer is option number 3. Let's discuss our next question. Question number 150. Read the following statements and select the option that correctly identifies the type of tissues mentioned in each of them. The very first statement is tissues that lines the fallopian tube and bronchioles, and the type of tissues that lines the fallopian tube and bronchioles are ciliated epithelium. So in the very first statement, ciliated epithelium lines the fallopian tube and bronchioles. The next statement is tissue that causes movement of food from stomach to duodenum, and we know that it is smooth muscles causes movement of food from stomach to duodenum, because involuntary smooth muscles are present in the inner lining of hollow visceral organs like stomach and duodenum. The next statement is tissue or location where hematopoiesis occurs. And we know that hematopoiesis occurs in red bone marrow, of long mammalian bones. Now let's discuss the options. The very first option is brush bordered epithelium, smooth muscles and areolar, and this is an incorrect option because bone is a specialized connective tissue. It's not an areolar connective tissue. And fallopian tube and bronchioles are not lined by brush bordered epithelium, although smooth muscles causes movement of food from stomach to duodenum is a correct option. The next option is ciliated epithelium, smooth muscles and bones, and it is a correct answer to our question. In the next option, squamous epithelium is incorrect, striated muscles is incorrect, and dense regular connective tissue is also an incorrect option. And the last option is cuboidal epithelium, skeleton muscles and adipose tissue, and this is also an incorrect option. So the correct answer is option number 2. Let's discuss our next question.